good. How are you?
Very well. Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you as well.
Hello, everyone. Ooh, there it is.
Are you saying hello to Facebook?
I am, apparently, yeah. We're now live, are we not?
We are.
Oh, there we go. Hello, everyone. How are you?
What can I help you with?
I'm here for the giveaway.
You want this one?
This is you.
No, I'm Lorraine. What, you think I'm this?
Yes.
This is a little boy.
I'm so confused.
There is on Saturday.
This is nothing like me.
So what happens is, you don't remember it because you were in a happy state, let's say.
I was having a good time.
You were having a good time, feeling no pain. But then TMZ runs that photo, and then there are a lot of people that thought, oh, that's not a guy in a mask. Do you know what I mean? They thought, is that Peter Dinklage?
Yeah, a lot of people thought it was Peter.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do anything to dispel those rumors. Peter's a sexy guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Does she have a personal favorite dragon of her three? Is Drogon still the beloved child?
Well, see, a mum can't have a favourite, really, can she? But
Yeah, she kind of can.
well, I mean, you know, Drogon's the biggest, so you know, not that size matters. But I think, you know, he's gonna fly the furthest.
What's the craziest story you guys have had?
Some guy just picked me up doing a Hodor thing, and it was the worst situation of my life. He was kind of holding me by like one leg, hanging sort of sideways off his
While
body.
he was taking a selfie?
Yeah, mate.
Thank you for that.
I had to wear these really thick contact lenses that were like 16 millimeters and hand painted, so they looked all murky, and they were so painful. But you guys are like, you're an actress, stop complaining.
Well, there's a lot of
really
people
bad.
who wear contacts every day who are probably saying, hey.
Right, no, for sure, but these are like 16 millimeters wide. How wide are your contact lenses?
Yeah.
I don't think that.
And then tweet that answer to us
Let us know.
at Late Night South.
No, yeah, and so they were really painful, but those were only for the super close-ups.
Okay.
And then whenever I got a bit physical, like you saw in the clip, I had ones with little pinprick holes in so I could see more.
Okay, that's good.
And that was kind of so as I wouldn't hit anyone for health and safety reasons.
Yep.
But I still definitely hit Faye a lot of times.
Gotcha.
And
Faye was the actress in the scene with you?
yeah, she's not actually with us anymore.
Oh, no.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Hello,
Mr. Alfie
Veronica.
Allen.
you
How are
doing?
you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am excellent. So, I have to ask,
Why am I not up here? I'm really...
do you want to be up here?
I want to be up there. Can we put a word in, please, Veronica?
I mean, if you want to take my job, I'm okay with that, too. Oh, you mean on the wall?
On the wall, not up here. On the wall. I mean, I think we should both be up there. That'd be pretty cool.
I'm not ready to be up there yet.
I think you are.
Hi, I'm Lorraine.
Hi, I recognize you from Game of Thrones, right?
Oh, I've never seen
She's in
Game of Thrones. I heard it's a really good show. This character, I heard, is really cool.
Yeah, I know who you are.
I was thinking that I recognized you. Where do I know you from?
Nowhere.
Have you been to England?
Nope.
Tinder?
No.
What do you think were Grey Worm's take on all the men surrounding Dany in that pivotal scene?
Well, I mean, he wasn't there. He missed it. But I think if he was there, he would have... I mean, he would have died for her, I think.
Take on all those Dothraki?
Yeah, come on. Did you see the with the harpies in the little tunnel? And he just, like, destroyed all those guys.
That scene was absolutely insane. What was it like filming that?
It was really fun. And they let me do it all myself as well.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it was great fun. I was just thrashing around. I got ill, though.
Lena, so nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Are you excited to be here at the premiere?
No. I was going to order pizza and get some wine.
What do you want to win today? Because, by the way, we don't just give it for free. You have to do something first.
What would you like me to do for it?
You have to act out a scene from this Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay. You're going to walk in front of me just like you're ringing that bell.
Okay.
Basically, I'm naked head to toe.
You're naked?
Totally naked head
That's
to toe.
so sad.
Yes,
Okay, let's do this. Shame. Shame. Yeah. Everyone throw stuff at her.
But speaking of other cast members, can you describe a little bit Jaqen's relationship with Arya and how that's evolving?
We have a great relationship. Yeah. I mean, I had to blind her recently, but I mean, she deserved it.
She did.
Well, I mean, had she obeyed me, it wouldn't have happened.
It's going to make her stronger, which is exciting. Maybe make her stronger?
Well, I really hope so. I really hope she gets stronger, yeah.
You guys are so good at not giving any even hint of spoiler. Like, I can't even trick you into saying that she will be stronger or not stronger. You're very good.
Is this a bobblehead or something? Or no?
I don't know.
Limited edition.
He looks annoying.
I think it's a girl.
It's a girl?
Wait, maybe Arya Stark is a guy. All right, there's a picture on the back of that one. Oh, that's
from the show. How do you react when fans really dislike a character you play, and yet you seem like a really nice guy? What do you do when people start yelling terrible things at you on the street? Does that happen?
No, they don't.
No?
They don't. No, I think Game of Thrones fans are very discerning, very intelligent, and they know you're only an actor. So, you know, they say you broke my heart, but, you know, still, the show is awesome, and we love it.
So obviously, Roose and Ramsay had some tense scenes last year. Can you go through some of that, some of their dynamic going into season 6?
Yes. Well, you know, Ramsay is this thing where he's kind of really good in the battlefield, and he produces and he turns up with the goods for the Boltons, but behind closed doors, obviously, he's a psychotic guy, and he does untold damage. So last year, you know, we beat Stannis, that was a great thing, but this year he let Sansa run away, and who would blame her? So that is a major, major problem for the Boltons, and we need to get her back. So he's going to get in a lot of trouble with Dad.
Going to get a spanking from Dad?
He's going to get a spanking from Dad, and maybe a little more.
Oh, yeah.
Go after those guys.
I know, tough act to follow, right? Oh, I read your wonderful interview earlier this week.
Are we already going?
Yes, we are going. We're live to Facebook. You can say hi to
Now that
everybody.
you've talked to Dave and Dan, now I'll give you my gray matter, what lack there is of it.
It was the SAGs, and I was right on the table next to. It was like Ryan Gosling, Christian Bale, and Steve Carell.
That's a good table.
It was a good table.
I would kill for that.
Right?
Oh.
So I was like...
I would. I mean, that's heavy hitters.
Yeah.
It's really heavy hitters. And so I was like sat there, and Steve's back was like right to me.
Oh.
And he is just so cute.
He is adorable.
Would you rather be a member of the Night's Watch or, well, technically, I guess you were part of the Kingsguard already.
I'd be a member of the Night's Watch without all those rules about the ladies. They don't need that. They'd be a lot happier up there keeping warm another way.
I forget, is that a technical rule of the Kingsguard as well, or is that just thrown out the window?
Yeah, none of them can get married.
Would you rather fight a White Walker or the Mountain? I guess we kind of know the answer to that question.
The Mountain is mortal, so I guess the Mountain.
Okay. Unless you have some dragon glass.
Yeah, but that's really hard to get a hold of.
It is, yeah.
If you're gonna nerd out on me.
I am. That's all I know how to do. That's why I'm here, basically.
Dragon glass.
Is Jon Snow, is he really dead?
He is dead. Ned Stark is also dead. He died in the first season.
How then does Jon Snow's death change the game?
No comment.
So how do you think Ramsay's feeling after the end of last season? Sansa's taken off. You've got some issues on your hands right now.
Yeah, big issues, big problems. Well, yeah, because I mean they're kind of buzzing because they beat Stannis, but then also losing Reek. He has to run his own baths and stuff now, and get his own clothes, fetch his own food. Terrible. Get dressed himself. But also, but then losing Sansa is a big blow because politically he needs to produce an heir with her in order to consolidate his position in the north. So it's really important to get her back.
I was speaking to your TV dad earlier, and he's not amused.
No, he's very, very cross. That's what happens if you play your little games.
That's what happens. You roll the dice. So if you could switch characters with anyone for a couple of episodes, is there a character you would love to try out on the show?
Oh. I'd like to play Daenerys Targaryen, I think. I think I'd be really good. I'd look great on a dragon. Yeah.
That's a good one, with the long blonde hair.
The blonde wig would really work for me as well. Yeah.
That's awesome. I can definitely see that for you.
Yeah.
Baelish, he does care for Sansa and is enjoying being her tutor or watching her, really kind of bloom under his...
Of all the men and creatures on the show, who do you think has the best beard? Are you putting Tormund in the running for that?
Can I answer?
Yeah.
I think
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely in the lead.
So, would you say that the Wildlings and the Night's Watch, are they doomed to be enemies forever? Are they always going to be fighting? Or are we going to see a little more of them working together in upcoming seasons?
Well, I can't talk about that, but it's like we have been fighting to get through the wall for like 3 seasons, and now we are through, and we are like at least a bit safe. So let's hope for the good. Let's hope people work together. But, you know, no conflict, no drama.
To go to those really dark places, you have to kind of keep it light in between. But, you know, ironically, Uran kind of was one person who kind of helped me through it. You know, the person that you see inflicting all this pain on me was actually really there for me. Sorry to be all mushy, but you were. You know, he was a lot of love. There's a lot of love.
Yeah. Remember what you are and what you're not.
Well, what sort of things can we expect from your character?
Some more horrific behaviour, real disgraceful stuff, you know. Yeah, you wouldn't want to take him home to meet your mother.
Liam, you've been acting a long time. Did you ever expect Game of Thrones?
What are you laughing at? What's that supposed to mean? Did you notice that little snigger there to the left? I got him in my peripheral vision.
Hello! Hi, my friend. How are you?
Very well.
Come on in. Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
How have your travels been?
Crazy.
Where are you from?
Well, I was actually had some time at home.
Okay.
Yeah, which is rare these days. So, yeah, I'm glad to be there.
I wore extra tall heels just for you, and
Really?
I'm still not even close.
I wore my heels as well, though. I'm sorry. My cha-cha heels.
So what's coming up for Hodor this year? Are you excited to be back in the mix?
Well, without telling you anything, I am very excited to be back in the mix. It's a really good year for us. It's very interesting. It's a lot of fun. So that's all I'm saying.
Now, Hodor is definitely a fan favorite. What do you think is the secret to his popularity?
I think it's his genuine nature. I don't think there are very many nice people in Westeros.
Right.
And he's a very genuine guy. You know where you are with Hodor.
It's basically you and Tommen are like the two nice guys in Westeros.
Whatever, Tommen's horrible. Yeah, Hodor is much better than Tommen.
You're the sexiest woman alive.
Well.
That must be wonderful for everyone in your life to know
Yeah, I know.
They're friends or related to the sexiest woman alive.
That was a funny shoot. It's, you know, I kind of, people ask me about that, and I'm like, yeah, I feel like I should have opened supermarkets or something.
Yeah.
With that title. Know
Well,
what I mean?
no, it's pretty amazing though, and
Yeah.
the beautiful shots inside. Did you have fun doing the shoot?
Well, so doing those kind of, you know, like sex scenes on camera is one thing, but doing it as yourself, I need alcohol to do. That's what I needed. So I was kind of like, they just kept giving me vodka, and I'd be like, I'm just gonna keep the duvet real, I'm gonna keep the sheet up. And they'd be like, oh, 3, 2, 1, go. And like, just yank it down. You're like, no.
It's not really that. I mean, you don't see
It's not really
anything.
naked.
No,
you know, it's just a
very
little...
tastefully done.
Exactly, just sort of.
So you were drunk?
Yes.
All right.
That's me drunk. That's me photoshopped and drunk. Well, that's what I look like.
Well,
what did you get to do during your time off?
Well, I DJ'd pretty much every continent, every country nearly. So I'm continuing to do that. So it's been crazy.
And any time for video games?
Always. Yeah. I always have a laptop. Always have Warcraft with me. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And so
That's how we bond, yes.
Yeah, that's how we met.
As an actor, was it nice to be able to take that different kind of step towards a more mature character from maybe what Sansa was previously?
Oh yeah, I feel like I've been waiting on this season from the beginning of season 1. I saw this potential in her, and no one else did, and now I can finally show it to people.
Do you have any personal favorite actors that you love working with on the show, or perhaps someone you haven't gotten a chance to do any scenes yet with that you would like to?
I mean, everyone's my favorite.
Good answer. Very, very political.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I'm nervous. Actually nervous.
Oh my God, this is like, okay, so like the situation that I'm in, I'm like having a really good time.
Okay, you're
like,
a valley
I'm
girl.
Kind of, yeah.
Would you rather fight a White Walker or the Mountain?
The Mountain. Because she's friends with his brother, you know? She can kind of figure that one out, I'm sure.
All right. And
friends is a loose term.
And finally, would you rather ride a dragon or be the three-eyed raven?
Ride a dragon, because I don't know what's going on with that three-eyed raven, but it's like tripping me out a bit. I don't really know what's happening with that.
I can't figure out why anyone would not want to ride a dragon.
I know, it's just the coolest thing. Like, if you're on Game of Thrones and you don't ride a dragon, what are you going to do?
Why does Danny get to have all the fun?
I know. I'll just ride my direwolf. Oh no, that direwolf died. Never mind.
Oh, too soon. Too soon. Hello, Maisie. How are you? Hello.
How are you?
Good to see you.
Thank you. How have you been?
Fantastic. How have you been?
Great. Yeah, really good. Thanks.
Are you excited to be here?
Yeah, I was so nervous when I came in the car, but now I just feel happy.
What on earth do you have to be nervous about?
Well, I don't know. Like, we did this same location. We did the Chinese Theatre when we did season 3, and that was the first premiere that I'd ever done, and it was like overwhelming. And then I drove up this time and was like, oh wow, there's like 7 times the amount of fans and 7 times the amount of crews, and this show is now like off the scale. And that was just a moment where I was like, oh wow, my life has changed forever.
Okay. It's just we are just having a fabulous time.
Oh, you're French?
You know,
Yes.
There we go.
What would be 3 words that you would describe your experience on season 6? Because obviously we can't give too much away. But if there's just a little something about Arya's
3
experience.
incredible words. I can't see. That's like it. And that's like some of her dialogue as well. That's an exclusive, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, it was very sad. Your relationship with Shireen last season was so wonderful to watch. Do you feel like Davos needs to find someone else to get close to? Could it be Melisandre? I mean, that would be super weird.
You know what? Not even George or Martin would put those two in. Yeah, I don't think they'll be looking at honeymoon trips anytime soon.
Okay, what I love is I love the pasta and I love the pizza.
Oh, you're Italian. That's
yes,
great.
that's good. Woman, what you? Oh my God.
I think we have some more interviews coming up. Hi, hello. Would you like to join us? Okay. Well, hopefully you guys are enjoying. Oh, hello.
Hello, hi.
Veronica, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What was Liam Cunningham talking about?
He was talking about how he can't get close to anyone because whenever he does, they die.
Yeah, that's.
And I told him he kind of had to.
I've been having that problem as well.
Where do you see Littlefinger settling down? Do you see him as an eerie kind of guy? Do you see him back at the brothel? Where would he like to live out the rest of his days?
An eerie guy or a brothel guy?
Mixing it up.
I think maybe neither. Neither. I think that he really does like to be in a position of power, or close to the top. But he's bright enough not to be the person who is at the top, because that's dangerous. It's time-consuming. It's not as much fun, and you can't really play. You can't play people so much when you're so visible and have so much responsibility, and so many other people just want you dead.
Well, I had a day where I had to get on a horse a lot, and my trousers kept ripping repeatedly. And I mean, not 2 or 3 times, 14 or 15 times every time I got on and off of this horse. My trousers would rip at the crotch, and then the rip would get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and they'd have to stitch it up, and then it would burst again. And it was it was very, very funny for everybody other than me.
Hello, Nikolai. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How are you tonight?
I'm good. I'm excited about it. It's crazy. This is a crazy experience.
Is it fun for you to kind of... This is our camera, which is an iPhone.
It's an iPhone.
It's an iPhone.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
That's a big iPhone.
Have you ever done an interview for an iPhone that wasn't just a random person on the street?
No, this is actually the first thing. And who's watching this?
On Facebook.
Oh.
There was a moment in series 4 where Arya, it actually wasn't funny at the time, but now I look back, it was very funny, is pushing Needle up against the Hound's chest plate on his armor, and she's pushing it, and the stunt guy came over and just moved it and said, why don't you put the point of the blade here? But he didn't realise I was pushing pressure, and so he went to move it, and I fling the sword up, and it smacked me right in my face. cameras. And at the time, everyone on set was like, ooh, and I was really wanted to cry, but I was like surrounded by these men who carry cameras around sets all day, and I was like, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. But now I look back, it must have been pretty funny.
Do you have a favorite location that you filmed at so far? Anything that stands out to you that you really love being in?
I love the mud of Northern Ireland. It's it's really good for your skin. And especially when you spend a day in the mud, and it kind of, you find it in all the most surprising places of your body when you wash. It's really cool.
The end of season 4, the last day's filming in Belfast, the season was wrapped. I had spent the whole season telling everybody, don't tell me your storyline. I don't want to know. No spoilers. Don't tell me. We get to the last day. I'm filming with Nikolai and Jack Gleeson in the throne room, or in the Kingsguard room, about the security arrangements. We finish the scene. I walk outside. I'm having a cigarette, and Charles Dance walks up and says, well, the little bastard finally killed me. Charles! Spoiler.
Well, all right. In terms of other awkward questions, we know that Jamie hates the nickname Kingslayer.
Yeah.
Is there something he would rather people use around him?
Jamie?
Just Jamie?
I think so. Yeah, I'm guessing. That's what he said himself. My name is Jamie. He said that to Brienne in the bath scene, and I think that you should, yeah.
But nothing more fun, nothing more complicated, like old Goldhand.
Goldhand?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's too happy about it. I think, to be honest, I think that hand kind of reminds him of better times.
I like old Goldhand. I'm going to go with that.
Okay, well, old Goldhand.
Okay.
Why old?
Harry yeah, under his tutorship, let's say. So, yeah, that was unfortunate. And I hope she's okay.